Hey guys, welcome back to my channel The Glitter Glam. For those here for the very first time, hello my loves, my name is Momita and I create content on beauty and skincare here on YouTube. And for today, I'll be doing this nude, neutral glam wearable makeup for this ongoing festival of Durga Puja. For this, I have done a neutral brown smoky eye paired with nude lips, and I personally enjoy to carry out such kind of neutral toned looks. So if you're interested to know how I got this look, let's get into it. But before that, please do consider subscribing to my channel and hit the notification bell to keep yourselves updated to my posts. And now, let's just begin. My skin is already prepped up almost 30 minutes using a drugstore moisturizer, and my brows are filled in. And now I'm going to prime my face using a primer. And for that today I'm using the Inside Cosmetics primer. Now this one is a silicone based primer. It fills in and blurs out your pores instantly and also makes your makeup pretty long lasting. So using this, I'm going to focus only in my problematic areas, that is around my nose, forehead and on my smile lines around my mouth, because my foundation tends to break here particularly. And to take the base makeup a notch higher, and in order to achieve a very natural glow and a dewy base, I'm going in with the Real Makeup Base Highlighting Primer by Swiss Beauty in the shade O2 Golden Tint. So after dotting the primer on my entire face, I'm blending it using my fingers. And this one, I feel more than a primer, works as a strobing cream. It definitely has a little sticky feel to it, but will not fill in your pores. But this will certainly add glow to your base and make it look dewy. And then I'm directly going in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade 120 Light. Now this will act as a good base for your eyeshadows coming up next, and it won't look patchy. And to blend it out, I'm using a deep angled concealer brush by Cuffs and Lashes. I'm not clearing the borders of my brows, just roughly priming them. And while the concealer is still tacky, and to prevent it from settling into the fine lines, I'm going to set it using a compressed banana powder from the Wet n Wild's Mega Glow Contouring Palette and a fluffy concealer brush. Moving on to the eye makeup. For eyeshadows, I'm taking this beautiful 9 color pan by Nicka K in the shade Autumn Spice. So today I'll be doing in a brown smoky eye, and for that taking this beautiful warm orangish brown shade on a fluffy blending brush, I'm going to warm up my crease. Now this is going to be my transition color. So starting in from the outer corners, I'm going in the windshield wiper motions. These shadows are extremely high on pigmentation and very easy to blend. All the shades, that is the mattes and shimmers, perform beautifully. All in all, this is a great palette which comes in a very affordable price. Next, I'm going to tightline my upper as well as lower waterline using the Lakme Iconic Kajal pencil. It is a retractable pencil and extremely bomb on pigmentation. I'll also tightline my upper lash line using the same pencil. Now, whenever we do in a brown or a black smoky eye, it is always better to use in a black kohl pencil over a grey one, as it creates a more intense look. Now instead of using a gel eyeliner or a sketch or a liquid eyeliner, I'm using in the same Kajal pencil as an eyeliner today. So I will roughly line the top of my upper lash line using this. You don't have to worry about it being neat and precise, as we would be smudging and smoking everything out in a while. Next, using the deepest brown shadow from the palette on a small blending brush, I will place it on top of my kajal line, and then taking a flat definer brush, I'm going to smudge the kajal line together with the brown eyeshadow. And then taking in a small flat blending brush, I will place the same deep brown eyeshadow on my lids. If I may divide the lid space into two, I will place it on my lower half space. And then on the same blending brush, I'm taking this warm terracotta brown shade, and I will place this on the upper half, and then I'll slowly blend in both the shades into one. Now blending literally takes in a lot more time than what you actually see over here. So you have to be a little patient while blending your eyeshadows to get in the desired result. Also start by taking in very little eyeshadow in the beginning and then go by gradually building it up. You have to be very careful while working with such dark eyeshadows like your blacks or browns, or you might end up looking like a raccoon in the end. Now using a clean blending brush, I will give it a nice clean sweep so that we don't have any harsh edges up there and everything looks very well blended and seamless and effortless. While blending, I'll extend the outer corner just a tad little bit into a little V to make it a bit more intense. For my lower lash line, I've taken the deep brown eyeshadow on a small pencil brush, and with this I'm going to smudge and smoke out my lower lash line for those fluttery eyelashes. And to finish up with my eye makeup, I will be coating my lashes with a generous coat of mascara, and for this I'm using the Wet n Wild's Double XL mascara today. So using this, I'll coat both my upper as well as lower lashes, and then later on I have applied some false eyelashes off camera. The lashes I used are Four Mink Lashes by Cal Alice, and the link to which I have put in the description box down below for your convenience. Moving on to the base makeup. For foundation, I'll be using a concoction of two shades, that is Maybelline Superstay in the shade 310 Sun Beige and the Miss Claire Everyday Foundation in shade BE04 Buff. The Maybelline Superstay is a full coverage foundation and this shade is a little bit darker for my skin tone at present, whereas the Miss Claire one is a shade lighter for my skin tone. And this one is also a sheer to medium coverage foundation. So I've taken in almost one pump of each and applied after using a flat foundation brush. By mixing these two shades, I could make out a shade which is somewhere in between and was somewhat closer to my skin tone. And to blend it out, I'm using a flat top kabuki brush. You can also use a damp beauty blender or a beauty sponge, whatever makes you comfortable. A sponge or a beauty blender, however, tends to absorb a lot of product, giving it a very natural finish. And while applying your foundation, do not forget your neck, as you want your face and neck to look like one piece. Now just with the foundation on, my face looks pretty dull and flat. So we're going to try and bring back the dimensions to it by concealing and contouring it. So after I finish up blending the foundation and to throw in some light on the high planes of my face, so that it photographs well, I'm going to brighten my under eyes using the Instant Age Rewind Concealer by Maybelline in the shade 120 Light. So using this, I'm going to go on all the high points of my face, including my under eyes, on the tip and bridge of my nose, forehead, around the nose and lips, and on the chin. And to blend it all out, I'm using a damp beauty sponge. I use this shade of concealer as a brightening concealer, and the idea behind using a brightening concealer on the high points of your face is that whenever you are in an event or in some party where there will be flash photography, the high points of your face which we have brightened will reflect light and you will get in good pictures. And contouring the hollows of your face creates shadows. So after concealing and contouring, your face gets in some dimensions and everything looks very well put together and you end up getting good pictures. Next, in order to prevent the concealer from settling into the fine lines, I'm going to set my under eyes and the rest of the places wherein I have applied the concealer using a pressed compact powder. And this one that I'm using is the Nearly Naked Compact by Revlon in the shade 010 Fair. So using a powder puff, I'm going to pat the powder in the required areas. I'm not setting my entire face with this, rather I'm only going in the areas I have applied the concealer. So after I finish up setting the concealer, I'm going in for some contouring so that my face gets in some structure and dimensions and doesn't look flat at all. So for contouring, I'm using the Sugar Cosmetics Cream Contour Stick in the shade CO2 Espresso Edge. Using this, I'm going to contour the circumference of my face closer to my hairline, my nose, the hollows of my cheek and my jawline. And again, I'm going to blend it all out using the same kabuki brush I used to blend my foundation. So for contouring my nose, I'm going to blend in with my fingers at first, as this works out the best for me, and then I'm going to go in with a flat contouring brush by Wet n Wild. So the idea behind using your fingers to blend in your contour is that the warmth of your body just helps in to melt the cream products and blends in everything smoothly. Do try this trick out and let me know if this works for you as well in the comment section down below. Next, for blush, I'll take the coral shade from the Nykaa's Malibu Barbie blush palette, and the brush that I'm using it to blend in is from Wet n Wild. So I'll use it generously on the apples of my cheeks and a little bit on the tip of my nose. And with whatever is left over on my brush, I'm going to swirl it over my forehead and chin. And using a blush all over like this, I always feel just puts in everything together and gives in a very natural look. Next, to highlight the inner corners of my eyes and the rest of my face, I'm going to use a champagne shaded highlighter, that is Precious Petals by Wet n Wild. So using a small pencil brush, I am first going to highlight the inner corners and tear dots and then my brow bone. And then using a fluffy highlighting brush again by Wet n Wild, I'm going to go on the tip and bridge of my nose, my forehead, temples, cupid's bow, on my cheekbone and my chin. Now to complete this neutral glam look, I would do in a nude lip today. So I would start by doing in my lips, and first I would be going in by doing my lip line. So to contour my lips, I'm using the PAC Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Coffee, and it is always better to use a darker lip liner while doing in nude lips as it does not wash you out. For the lipstick, I decided to go in by my usual way of mixing in two lip shades. So at first, using a bullet lipstick in the shade 10 Rosy Picture by Sugar Cosmetics, and then I would top it up by going in with a liquid lipstick in the shade Nude Myth from the Lakme Forever Matte Liquid Lip Color range. You can also go in by using in a single nude shade lipstick. With that, we finish up with the face makeup, and to set and seal everything in, I used in the Swiss Beauty's makeup fixing spray, and using a setting spray right after makeup just melts in all the powders and other products used in and locks in your makeup, making it long lasting. So I will spritz this all over my face and then fan it down. And this is the final completed look. For the finishing touches, I have my blue Dhakai Jamdani on, and to accessorize, I am wearing oxidized jewelry that I bought in from Amazon. I will put the link in the description box below. A small black bindi with a low bun and mogra in my hair. That's how I like my traditional looks to be like. And this look I feel is perfect for your Navami night puja look. So do let me know your thoughts on this look by commenting down in the comment section below. For your convenience, I have listed down the details of all the products used in the description box below. Also make sure you're subscribed to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you never miss an update. Thank you for all your immense love and support. I shall see you soon with a brand new tutorial. Until then, do take in very good care of yourselves. Bye guys.